Hello CPW Galaxy, my name's Dan Evans and this is Salute to Your Heroes Q&A. You guys have sent me some questions, so let's answer them. Starting off, in your opinion, what makes a good tag team great? What makes a good tag team great for me is teamwork, actually being a team. You can see when the difference between a tag team and two singles guys thrown together. Tag team will usually have matching gear. It's not a necessity, but I prefer that. They'll have tag team moves, and everything they do will be team orientated. Like, they rarely will be hitting singles moves. They'll be doing more tag team moves. Whereas if there's two single guys thrown together, they don't really have tag team moves. The tag team moves would be one hitting one of their moves into them hitting the other person's singles move. And to me, that's not really a good tag team. Like, you have a lot of tag teams over years that you don't remember because, I don't know, they just felt like two guys thrown together and got slapped on a gimmick. I don't want to bury anyone, but that happens quite a lot in wrestling. Real tag teams are actual teams who have worked together. They know each other really well. Everything they do, you can believe that they are a team. Like, they're always constantly saving each other, or they're working together to overcome whoever they're against. And that to me is a great tag team. What advice would you give for new trainees at CPW? Go the gym. First thing on the list, go the gym. Sort out whatever you're eating at home and eat absolutely clean and go the gym. That was something I wish somebody had taught me when I started. I spent years not being in particularly good shape and it hindered me quite a bit. But you go to the gym, get in good shape, eat absolutely clean, like sacrifice your social life, you don't need that. You'll get friends at some point in your life. Absolutely focus on the gym and then focus on your wrestling training. You're constantly learning, you never stop learning. I've been doing this 11 years, I'm still learning every day. Listen to your teachers, train hard, don't mess around. Try and do as much wrestling as you physically can. Like, train as much as you can. If you can get on shows, do as many shows as you can. It's repetition, repetition, repetition. If you go to gym and get in shape, you're going to have more opportunities than if you don't. So it's half a battle. Half a battle's looking good. The other half is learning to wrestle. But if you can do half a battle well, you're going to get more opportunities to learn because wrestling's more of an experience thing. More wrestling you do, the better you'll get. What's your favourite match in CPW? This is a hard one. This is such a hard one. I've had a lot of cool matches over the years. Wrestled Mr. Anderson, that was pretty big. Cage match with Disco Bert is one of my favourites. Last one standing with Phil Richards. Wrestling for the NWA heavyweight title. I'm sure there's a lot more. I have so many great memories of CPW. But if I had to choose NWA title, that match with Bert, that last one standing match with Phil, Mr. Anderson was pretty cool. I really don't know. One of those four. Put a gun to my head, I had to choose. I really don't know. One of those four. Probably going to say the NWA heavyweight title match just because that was something I always wanted to do as a kid and I never thought I'd ever get to do and I got to do it. So I'd say that will probably be my favourite match. Who would love to face? I'm assuming that's who would you love to face? Do you mean in life or CPW? We'll stick it to CPW because don't really. It's a complex question. Life. CPW. I'd like to wrestle some of the new guys coming up, like Mr. Ace, James Cross. There's so many coming up right now that my mind's blank. But any of the new guys, I'd love to get in the ring with them and I don't know, be part of their wrestling adventure. What have been your top matches in CPW from below? Your tag, your favourite singles, and favourite mixed tag. Okay, tag. The City Boys, me and Scott versus Bashby and Morris for the tag titles back in, I want to say September. Yeah, it would be September, I think. Double check that. That was my favourite tag match I've ever done in CPW. Absolutely incredible. The crowd was so hot. They really, really wanted Bashby and Morris to win. They thought they had at one point, but they just weren't good enough to beat me and Scott. Easily one of my best matches. One of my favourite tag matches I've ever done, actually. Morris and Bashby are incredible talents and scary to think they're 16. They've got such a bright future ahead of them. Singles, we just discussed it earlier, the NWA heavyweight title match we'll go with, but that was a hard choice for so many. And mixed tag, probably say me and Natalie versus Lucy Sky and Will Starr. I remember that being fun. I was round about Valentine's Day, and I got told by the sponsors to give her a balloon for Valentine's Day, which was a nice memory to me. I've watched you from since CPW was at the Binley, and you've always had great matches. Do you enjoy wrestling in front of the CPW Galaxy? Yes, I do. I absolutely love CPW. It's home to me. I've been given so many great opportunities from CPW. I'm so grateful for everything I've been ever given at CPW. CPW will always be home to me. No matter what happens in life, I'll wrestle under a hood if I have to. I'm never going to stop wrestling for CPW because it is home. What have you been doing keeping yourself sane whilst we're on lockdown? It's really easy for me. I'm literally having the time of my life. This is what I've dreamed of since I was like 14. Stuck in my house. Completely got free time. I never have free time. I'm so happy for free time. The only thing I wish I could do is actually go to a proper gym, but every morning, get up from a walk, go work out, and then just enjoy my life. I mean, this is what everyone aspires to, isn't it? This is why you work, isn't it? So that you can retire one day. I've retired right now. I am enjoying life. I've watched 47 movies in the last 3 weeks. Got into Final Fantasy 7. If you play games, get Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Absolutely loving it. I don't really do a lot, but I'm enjoying not doing a lot. It's great. Like, I never get bored. There's always a billion things for me to get done. So I'm just slowly working my way through that list and enjoying life. Do you think you and Scott Oberman will work for WWE in the future? If so, what tag team would you like to step in the ring with, past or present? Who knows what the future holds? Like, this whole coronavirus thing kind of knocked a lot of things out of whack. No one knows what's going to go happen in the future. Would I like to wrestle for WWE? Of course, it's what everyone aspires to when they start wrestling. Well, most people. Some people have other goals, but most people want to wrestle for WWE. And if they say they don't, they're probably lying. Yeah, I'd love to. Absolutely love to. Would I like to step in the ring with, past or present, though? I had this question given to me the other day, so I had an answer slightly prepared, but it's gone out of my head. But past, the Hardys, Edge and Christian, they are tag teams I looked up to as a kid. Like, that was my introduction to tag team wrestling. So I'd love to wrestle them. The Revival, I really want to wrestle them. Like, me and Scott studied them so much. And they are just the best tag team in the world right now. I want to wrestle them. Test myself, learn something, it'd be amazing. Yeah, just anyone who's better than me, I'd like to wrestle just so I get to learn. We have had a trilogy and each one has been different and spectacular in its own right. But which one of the three was your favourite and why? Also, you're 2-1 over me and I don't like that. So would you accommodate me and give me the chance to change that stat, as I don't like losing? Phil Richards, everybody. That's Phil's question. Which of the 3 matches was my favourite? We actually had 4 singles matches. We had one in 2015 for a CPW heavyweight title when it was vacant. That was one where we brawled outside and you threw me on the ground outside the venue. But then the New Blood interrupted and caused it to be a draw, so guess we don't count that one. But I like that one, that was a good one. Out of 3 matches, what I remember from a hammer on the pole match, all I remember is you waterboarding me. That's all I can remember from that one. And I think Brandon Thomas cost you a match. The second one, the street fight, that was good. I remember that got really intense. That fire, when you set yourself on fire, was interesting. It was terrifying. I'm absolutely scared of fire. And there's you setting fire to things and fighting me by the fire, trying to throw me in the fire. Absolutely terrified. That was a good fight. Car window hurt. That was quite memorable, but it has to be the last one standing match. It has to be. Like, that was epic. I don't know how long we went, but we went a while trying to murder each other. And I got this close to that concrete block. Still thought you were dead. And then the finish for going through a stage was memorable. Like, it won an award. Can't see, but got my trophies over there behind the camera. That's easily my favourite. It's memorable, very very memorable. That'll stick with me to the end of time. And would I give you another chance? I don't know, Phil. I don't know. Would you really want to step in the ring with me one more time? Seeing like both your knees are busted now. Go on, then. Go on, then. Let's try and make this one more interesting. What can we do now? We've tried to decapitate each other with concrete blocks. We've waterboarded each other, tried to set each other on fire. We've gone through cars. What can we do next, Phil? What can we do next? We'll do it, but it's got to be bigger and better than the other three. Describe your tag partner, Scott Oberman. Okay, I'm not really sure where to go with this one. Like, do you want like a criminal description, one for his dating profile, or just a generalization of how he wrestles? Criminal one, I'd say he's 6'5", long hair, blue eyes, walks with a limp. Dating profile, I'd say he's got luscious blonde hair, steely blue eyes, sexy pouty lips, likes long walks on the beach and anime. This is the man for you. And as a wrestler, I'd say he's easily one of the best wrestlers in the country. Only a matter of time before people see him as one of the best wrestlers in the world. He's good, Scott. Go check him out. Hi, I'm in a tag team and would like to know what advice would you give to an up-and-coming tag team? What advice would I give to an up-and-coming tag team? Decide what you want out of your tag team. Do you actually want to be a tag team and progress as a tag team wrestler? Or are you just in a tag team to try and fill a spot on the show? Depending on what that answers, depends on where I would suggest you do. If you actually want to be a tag team, invest in your tag team, start building that tag team. Invest in a look. I like matching gear, but it's not a necessity. But spend some money on actual good gear. Work on your double team moves. Work on chemistry together. Just work on everything to be a team. Like, everything you should do should be you working as a team, not two individuals. I'm always open for messages. If you ever get lost or you ever need any advice, just drop me a message. You will get a message back eventually. I am very slow at replying, but I will reply to anything you have question-wise. If you just want to be a tag team just to get on the show, if you're on the show, you've succeeded in that. Just do the best that you can in it. It's not going to last long. You're going to eventually split with your partner and have a match for it, but then think what you're going to do once that happens and where your career is going to go from there. Like, usually in my situation, I always see one person get elevated higher than the other, and it's kind of a war on who would actually get that spot. Always think, what is your plan after that tag team? What was it like wrestling for the NWA Championship against Nick Aldis? Absolutely incredible. I can't believe it actually happened. You told me when I was 14 that one day I'd wrestle the NWA heavyweight title. I'd go like, nah, that'll never happen. That'll never happen. And it did. Absolutely amazing that actually happened. Nick was absolute professional. He's a lovely guy. I really enjoyed it. Didn't win, but hey, I wrestled for the NWA heavyweight belt. There was a picture of me in the ring wrestling Nick Aldis with the belt held up high. Absolutely incredible. 14-year-old me would be happy. Will we ever see the return of the power couple in CPW? I don't know. I really don't know. I can't see the future. If I could, I'd be a very rich man. Would I like to tag with Natalie again? Yes, I would. I love tagging with my girlfriend. We had so many good memories tagging together. But right now she's chasing the women's lineal title. In the middle of a war with Tyson T-Bone. And after that, hopefully I want to go and win some gold myself. But I would love to tag with her again. Hopefully one day. Do you think you'll ever be the CPW lineal heavyweight champion? I'm a 2-time CPW Hall of Famer. I have the longest title reign in CPW history, yet I've never won the heavyweight of a lineal heavyweight championship. I've never even wrestled for the lineal heavyweight championship, which is an absolute travesty when you consider my track record. I am the most decorated star in CPW history. So how about once I'm done with Tyson T-Bone, whoever the lineal champion may be, you and me, one-on-one for the CPW Lineal Heavyweight Championship.